Are you seriously in your 30s, Mia? LOL. Like, what the heck's up with that, LOL? What do you mean, what's up with me? Good evening, Layla. Why have you started bringing this up all of a sudden? I want to talk about your age, LOL. Do you even know how old I am? I'm 23 years old. I'm still very young and attractive, LOL. I am literally asked all the time by bartenders for my ID because I look so young. I know that. But in your case, it's hard to tell whether you're really in your 40s or maybe 50s, LOL. No wonder you're still single, though, LOL. I'm sure it's difficult for any man to ask you out when they can't tell if you've still got a lot of time left on this planet. Hold on, Layla. I've heard that you're younger than my little brother and that you're very young. But I don't get why you're getting all worked up over me being in my 30s. You're treating it as though I should just give up already and enter a retirement home or something. You're not far off from having to go to one. And you being that old, well, doesn't that pretty much make you an old woman then? In your 30s, LOL. Huh? You really think that I'm an old woman? So then that must mean that in another 7 years, you too will become an old woman like me? Well, in my case, I'm never going to think about my life in 7 years, LOL. And with how soft and vibrant my skin is, nobody has to know when I turn 30, LOL. And that's why I'm calling you an old woman right now. Your back must already be hurting, and I'm sure that brown hair of yours is all dyes, right? Layla, if you think about what you've been saying to me, don't you find it all a bit rude? I understand that compared to my brother, we both have 12 years apart, and that I really am much older than the both of you. But does that make it okay for you to make fun of me and my age and act as though you know better than me? You plan on becoming a part of our family as well, so doesn't that make your attitude very unacceptable? I have no idea what you're talking about. I have the kind of ears that don't like listening to those above the age of 30. I guess there are people with those kinds of amazing ears. Must be terrible for anyone you work with, though, correct? And that's why I plan to quit my job, LOL. I'm looking forward to a fun life of being your brother's housewife. I'll be able to spend every day drinking and relaxing. Well, if you think that Eric's okay with you living with him like that, then that's totally fine. But if you're trying to pick a fight with me, I can tell you right now that there's no good reason for that, and so I'd like you to stop. We are going to be meeting your family here soon, and you wouldn't want me bringing any of this up in front of them, would you? Nobody has their family go talk to the other family before the wedding anymore, you loser. That's like something people from last century did. That's not really something that's phased out of modern life, though. That idea is so old that it's turned into a rock now, LOL. But I guess someone as old as you would love to be around rocks all day. Well, I don't want any old rocks sitting around me and Eric. And so, we have no plans for any family meetups. I have a feeling that you misunderstood me a little too much there. Well, anyway, I just want you to know that you're not invited to our wedding. And as for meeting the rest of Eric's family, I have no plans to, so good day to you. Excuse me, Layla? I don't mind if you don't plan on meeting with Eric's family or letting this family meet yours, but I'm sure Eric doesn't agree with you, right? I think after you've calmed down a bit, you should try and rethink what you've said to me today, before you begin to regret it.
I overheard that Layla may have said some pretty rude things to you yesterday.
Yeah, she sure did.
I knew it! She said to me that she was a bit drunk, and said some things she probably shouldn't have to you. She said she's sorry, and so am I. That's why I thought I should tell you right now about it.
Then why is she not apologizing to me, and you are? I'd really like to hear it from her that she's actually sorry about everything she said.
I'm sure she's embarrassed about what she said to you, and that's the reason she doesn't want to approach you directly. And actually, this is pretty rare for you to stand up for yourself this much. Was it really that rude? What did she say to you?
That's not what I'm talking about, but if she plans to not apologize to me directly, maybe she's just asking you to apologize in her place so she doesn't feel she has to. And actually, I really am hurt by a few things she said to me, so I'd like to talk that all over with her. Ugh, maybe I'm just thinking about this too much. But do you really want to marry someone like her?
Why are you asking me something like that now?
I've just been wondering what about her has made you want to marry her. Hopefully, she's never this way with you.
Normally she's not that bad of a person, but recently, I've noticed her drinking a lot more often, and it's getting a bit annoying. However, I think she'll get over this little phase pretty soon. We have our wedding coming up soon, and she's probably just nervous for all of it.
I'm surprised you're this relaxed and understanding of her. Well, just make sure you don't let her put you on a leash or anything, okay? If things start to get even worse with her, please let me know.
Put me on a leash? What does that mean?
Either way, just know that I'm hoping for you to live a happy life. Well, I hope you're looking forward to the wedding. I'll make sure to get there a little early in order to talk with you some more. What the heck? Mia, you are here far too early, LOL. Seeing you here already freaked me out and I just happened to spill my wine all over you, LOL. You were freaking out? Are you sure it wasn't just you walking into me on purpose and spilling all that wine all over me for fun? Well, you could be right about that. But I couldn't help it, right? I made sure that anyone that came here today were in their 20s and nobody else that was older was invited. LOL. And in your case, you're way over the age limit, so you should just go, right? Excuse me? I could say that you're just naturally this terrible of a person, but could you also just be drunk right now? Even if I was drunk, this would have nothing to do with it, right? LOL. I said the age limit is 29 years old, LOL. So get lost, Grams. I don't want you here anymore, LOL. This is the first time I'm hearing about this age limit that's in place. Are you being serious about that? Of course! I don't want some smelly old people, especially you, coming in here and ruining my wedding's vibes, LOL. Just that smell alone that you all give off is enough to make the flowers here wilt. But now that you've come without being invited, I'm going to have to cut ties with you, LOL. Then what happened to you having Eric apologize to me for your rude actions? Does this mean you really are drunk off your butt again? That has nothing to do with the elderly, LOL. You are part of the elderly, aren't you? After all, you're 12 years older than my fiancé, LOL. I never asked to have any grandmas or grandpas here today, so please go home. Then the whole family is going to head home. When it comes to this family, everyone in it is above the age of 30. And I made sure to show my parents all the messages you've sent. Hold up, what? I don't really get what you mean, so can you explain? You seem to have made an enemy of everyone in Eric's family. Oh well, I guess. This is what you wanted, right? Well then, we're all heading home now. It'll be great to see if you really can pull the rest of this wedding off, LOL. Mia, hold on a second. I really don't get what you're talking about. Why would everyone else leave? I was just telling you to leave this place. Well, I'm in my 30s, like you said, but my parents are both in their 60s now. And you said that this wedding was only for those under the age of 30, right? So, you young folk can all go ahead and enjoy this wedding. Although I'm not really sure what this wedding is being held for anymore. If you'd planned to just have this wedding to have a party and all get messed up together, you should have chosen a different day and theme. That's not what all of this is about! Your parents and everyone else can stay! Well, it looks like you have to be under the age of 30 to be here, so we're all heading out. And also, my family is fed up with this, and we're all going to act as though this wedding never even happened in the first place. Huh? What? Hold on, Mia! All of the family that was here is going to be gone now. And in the case of all your family, they can't attend this wedding either, right? Honestly, you're better off just calling off this whole wedding right now. If you just wanted to have this party with all of your friends, you should have just said so from the very start. But you went out of your way to send us all the invite to this thing. We all gave up our time and energy to come here, all just to learn that we have to be under the age of 30. What a complete waste, Layla. You're wrong! That's not at all what I wanted everyone to do. Do you think you can all come back now? I'm sorry that you happened to misunderstand everything I said. No way that's happening now. Why not? Most of us elderly people can't even walk that much anymore, LOL. And you said that all of us stinky elderly aren't supposed to be at your wedding. So we've decided we can't walk back there now. So you go and have all the fun in the world with all your young friends. Wait! Eric's getting really pissed off now. Well, he has the right to. He has every right to be pissed off with you for what you've said, and you ruining the wedding for him has really stuck a knife in his back. Help me, Mia! I can't deal with all of this now! Having all this happen on my very special day is literally the worst thing that's happened! Please, Mia! Can't you do something about all of this? I know there's something you can do to fix everything for me! Come on now, Layla. LOL. Coming to me now trying to get me to help you with your wedding is far too late. Maybe you could try and stop acting like you've done nothing wrong. You literally thought that because you were younger than everyone else, you could boss us all around. And in my case, you chose to spill a bunch of red wine all over me. What the hell have you been thinking? Anyone with a hint of sanity to themselves would never try something like that. I'm sorry, Mia. I never meant to do that to you. I can see now that pouring that wine all down your dress was a bit too much. It wasn't only me that you ended up making very embarrassed, but also Eric. And so I'm happy to see that he's getting upset over all you've done today. But I never planned for any of this to happen to me. I didn't think that a simple party trick would spiral out of control this badly. I just thought it'd make for a funny memory later on by me picking on you. And I'm saying that kind of thinking is what makes you a terrible person. I know that. I'll tell you everything straightforward now. I was maybe a little too drunk today. And being as drunk as I was, I thought it'd be funny to pour that wine on you and then call you a grandma in front of everyone. I promise I'll make this all up to you, so can you please grab everyone and come back here right now? I just want to make sure we can finish this wedding with no more hiccups. No, thank you. Why the hell not? All of us elderly are going to go back home like adults. LOL. You ended up taking your life down an ugly path with that drinking of yours. LOL. But yet again, this is what you wanted, so I have nothing else to say to this. And in Eric's case, it seems he no longer wants to be around you either. He's going to your parents as we speak to apologize to them. All because of you. What should I do? This is all going to ruin me. If I'm not able to marry Eric, then life is going to end for me. Today is supposed to be the day we get married, right? And if only you would have held back from the bottle a little bit longer, you could have had your wedding and your man. But it's a little too late to think about what could have been done differently now. I assume that even after this, you're not going to change that hideous character of yours. Both my parents are pissed at me now. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do about all of this now. You really can't come and help me? I understand that my wedding isn't going to turn out the way I'd planned, but what did I do to deserve this? I've heard from Eric that he's been well aware of all the alcohol you've been drinking these days, and it seems that he could no longer hold himself back from letting you get away with it. My brother is a very reserved man, but he does not like watching people get treated poorly, and he especially doesn't like it when it's someone he loves that's treating another person horribly. And since him and I have been very close to one another ever since he was born, he can no longer forgive you for what you did to me and everyone else today. I don't think he'll ever think about marrying you again. Wait! If things keep going downhill like this, my parents are going to leave me behind as well. Why does my wedding have to be over all just because of one thing that I happen to say? I can see that even your parents are smart enough to cut ties to someone that thinks it's okay to get drunk and pick on the older sister of their fiancé. Thank goodness you seem to be the only stupid one around. Don't say such hurtful things to me! All I did was say one mindless thing, and that's it! I never meant to hurt anyone, and I said I'm sorry! You didn't only say some stupid and hurtful things, but you carried them out as well. The dress I have on is very, very expensive. Of course I'll be asking for you to pay me back at some point. Red wine such as the one you spilled on me is not easy to take out, so I wonder if I'll just have to get another one of these high-brand dresses again. Hold on, please! Haven't I already apologized to you enough for all of this? You'll have to pay for the wedding getting canceled as well, probably. I think that'll really put a dent in your savings for sure. I have to pay for this wedding getting canceled too? I told you I don't want this wedding getting canceled! Also, out of your spite for me, you caused a lot of problems for everyone that came today. My brother has no other choice but to have you pay for everything. I think you'd better just give up now and try again starting a new life where you're less of a pain in the butt for everyone. LOL. Now, I'm going to leave. Wait, please, Emmy. I'm apologizing for all of this. I'll even get down on my hands and knees to say I'm sorry to you. Please come back to the wedding now, okay? You and all the family. We can even let everyone get together after this so your family and mine can bond more. You told me before you didn't want to perform such old traditions, right? LOL. You should be happy that us elderly people will never have to talk with one another anymore now. Well, with that, this old woman is going to say goodbye. Being in your 30s isn't even close to being old. You could still come. I just happened to have a really bad misunderstanding. I'm really sorry. Why won't you answer me right now? Please, I really want you to listen to me apologizing to you. You don't have to apologize to me for that, LOL. We no longer have a relationship with one another. Too bad you can never become my sister-in-law, huh? But luckily, you got everything you wished for today. Now, you and all your young friends enjoy the rest of your time today. Well, I suppose your fun time is up though, since the wedding is officially over, LOL. And just like that, the wedding was canceled, and their chances of getting married were no more. My brother Eric had had enough of Layla, and since then has not once talked to her. And as for her parents, they were both also finished with their daughter's bullcrap and kicked her out of their house forever. Layla then tried to rely on some friends to help her out and let her stay with them, but they all knew how horrible of a person she was and just laughed in her face. She then was left with nobody to help her and hopefully began to realize that she had no allies anymore. I'm sure this has all taken a definite mental toll on her, and I wonder if she'll ever recover from her mistakes.
Tomorrow's the big day of our wedding, right? Lol. I'm so looking forward to it.
That's right. Today we still have some preparations to get done before tomorrow. Where'd you end up running off to, Alice? Actually, where even are you right now?
I have a lot of personal things to get done before the wedding yet, lol. A lot of things, right? So, I'll be busy for the rest of the evening, lol.
You say you're busy, but what could be more important than helping me finish our preparations before the wedding tomorrow? Everyone is working hard right now to get the wedding you've dreamed of having ready.
I know that, Steven, lol. I just want to leave all of you guys to do the last of the preparations in case there's some sort of surprise ready tomorrow, lol.
What are you talking about? What kind of surprise do you think you'll get? Are you asking for a surprise from me, or rather you'll be the one given said surprise?
Well, I'm not going to say anything else, lol. If I say anything now, it might ruin the point of the surprise in the first place, right?
Well, you just saying that there's going to be possibly a surprise sort of already gives it away for me.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Oh, I see what you're doing now. Never mind then. You'll be back by tonight, right?
Huh? Tomorrow's our wedding, right? Today's my final day to be a single woman, so I won't be seeing you again until tomorrow, lol.
Huh? Where are you going to end up staying the night at then? Are you heading back to your parents' house to stay?
That's the plan. This is our last time being single, you and I. So, I think you should go out and have a little fun tonight before you and I are bound together for the rest of our lives, lol.
Tomorrow's going to be a very big day for me, so I don't have anything I want to do right now besides prepare for it. And I think it's best you and I get to sleep early so we're well rested for tomorrow. Really, I'd like it that you came back here to sleep tonight, but...
If I feel like it, I'll come back home, lol. But if not, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. I am so looking forward to the wedding, lol.
If you were really looking forward to the wedding as much as you say you are, then I think you'd be here with me helping with the final preparations. Well, it doesn't really matter now. See you later, Alice. I remember you! If you really wanted to have this wedding today, you should have come to me and begged for me to allow it. What are you talking about? What did you think you were doing coming to my wedding today and punching me square in the face? You should remember that I'm Alice's ex-boyfriend, right? You even have my contact information and everything on your phone. So why did you not get my approval before going through all of this? Approval? What kind of approval was I supposed to come and get from you? My approval to allow you to marry my ex-girlfriend? Everyone knows that the ex-boyfriend's approval is the most important thing to have before marrying their ex. Why did you not tell me about any of this before you had your wedding today? It's because of that I had to punch you in the jaw. Do you get me now? This all happened because of you! Alright, how's about you settle down a bit? Well, now that I got a good punch in on you, I'm feeling a lot better. I can even see that the wedding is going to be stopped because of this. But I think I'll let you marry Alice now. Why are you acting as though you have any say over what we do as a couple? And actually, why does it seem as though Alice is all happy about this? She was just as happy when I met with her yesterday. Yesterday? Her and I talked about all night about today, but actually, seeing me come to her wedding and dealing with you has really made her so happy. All because of what I've done. What are you even talking about, though? So you met with her yesterday and talked? Don't tell me that's the reason she's been so busy lately, was because she's been out seeing you? Recently, her and I have been seeing one another quite a lot. I think that she's been pretty nervous about getting married to you. I knew something was going on with her. But now that I've seen her laughing at the fact that her husband just got punched, I think she's really screwed in the head. Well, you should be happy now that I've approved of your wedding. I'm not happy about any of this, actually. You and her both laughing and being all light-spirited over me being assaulted is far from something that makes me happy. Are you guys seriously that messed up? Well, it's no use now. I can tell you're the kind of guy that won't budge no matter what sense I try to talk into you. I'm going to make sure that things are handled appropriately now because of what's happened.
Steven, where did you go? why is the whole wedding being canceled now?
You're really going to ask me why? Are you telling me you really have no clue why it'd be getting canceled? Did you not even see what you were smiling about just a bit ago when it all unfolded right in front of your eyes?
Wait, Lol, you already know that I saw all of that go down. But there was no helping that situation, right?
No helping it? What are you saying? You're telling me there's no helping your ex-boyfriend from coming into our wedding and punching me in the face?
Nate told me there was nothing personal in it. He just said that he had to teach you a lesson for acting without talking to him first.
Alice, does this mean that you've been around him too long again, that you've become soft towards him again?
Huh? Lol. That's not at all what's going on. I think the only thing that's happened is that I'm just too attractive of a woman. But it doesn't matter now. You got his approval after having to take a small punch.
I knew it. That's why you were laughing at the sight of me getting punched, huh?
I wasn't laughing because it was funny or anything. I was more surprised by seeing something like that and it made me giggle, lol. I wasn't able to comprehend all of it at first.
I saw you laughing and smile a lot harder than just some small giggle. And I remember you was saying to me like a complete idiot that this was my fault, so I shouldn't fight back.
An idiot? Who are you calling an idiot? I think that my ex had some attachment to me still, and he wasn't going to forgive you just yet for marrying me. But now that he got his one punch in you, he's calmed down, lol. Isn't that great?
I'm not gonna forgive either of you for today.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how far you've gone with Nate recently, but I do know that you've been around him quite a bit. I'm leaving this wedding canceled.
Wait, you're actually canceling the whole thing? Why are you saying that?
And of course, I'm going to treat this as though I never even got married to you.
Huh? Steven?
And above all that, I'm going to be handing a victim's report after what's happened, so you two better get prepared. I'm never going to show you any forgiveness for today.
I'm sorry, Steven. Steven, just calm down a little.
Even if you finally started to let it all sink in, you're way too late now. You've already watched as your parents came to me and got on their hands and knees to apologize to me for today, right? What you had done today was so embarrassing that even your parents had to come to apologize for your behavior.
But having this whole wedding get canceled for it is going too far. I understand now that what happened to you was not okay whatsoever. I'm apologizing for what I did, so forgive me.
Forgive you? Huh? I can see that you're beginning to freak out a little, but you are too late to take back what you did to me before. I know now that you've been cheating on me this whole time. So there was no reason for this whole wedding in the first place.
Wait, you're actually saying that you don't want to be married to me? I already thought it was bad enough that you wanted to cancel this wedding, but you can't say that you don't love me anymore.
I know about how you and your ex have been in one another's arms this whole time, Alice. Of course, you can also blame this on what he done and said to me. I'm just glad that I've seen the whole picture now. Not only is this wedding over, but so is the marriage between us. A cheating woman and her violent ex make a great couple after all. So you both go enjoy life together as two of the worst people imaginable.
Don't say things like that. I had planned on ending things with him once you and I got married. So there was no harm in what I've been doing, right?
You think there was no harm in all of that? You're going to make me laugh. It doesn't matter if you meant to hurt me or not now. I was punched in the face right on stage, and you sat there as my bride laughing about it. I never thought that I could be as embarrassed as I was at my own wedding today, but...
I'm so sorry. I really wanted to tell you that I am so sorry. Why are you not able to understand that I feel bad for what happened? Is me sitting here crying for you to forgive me not good enough?
It's too late for you to come to me apologizing over all the pain you've put me through. Don't bother trying to talk to me ever again, okay? Not only am I not going to marry you, I'm not even going to talk or see you anymore. I'll also be getting a settlement from you, so get yourself ready for that. I'm sorry for what happened. I heard about what's happening now from Alice. I didn't mean for things to end up like this after a silly little punch. Really? What do you mean you didn't expect things to end up how they did after assaulting me? That had nothing to do with me actually wanting you both to end the wedding. I thought you both looked great together, actually. Well, why are things seriously ending up this way now? Huh? Why are you telling me all this now? Seems to me that you've noticed no issues with punching me right in the face in front of all the guests today. It's not that there weren't any issues with that. Rather, at the time, I may have been in a panic of sorts. And at the time, I was thinking of what I should do. Well, there was nothing you should have done then. Yet you came into two strangers' weddings and punched the groom in the face. Do you understand what will have to happen now because of that? I'm going to make you pay for your violent behavior. Well, about that, Stephen. Are you really planning to make me pay you back as well? You should know better than to do that to me when I was going to allow you both to get married. Man, the two of you are both full of excuses and talk now that I've gotten you both worked up. I'm sorry that you might have thought that none of what you did today was that bad, but to the victim, I can say that today was one of the worst days of my life. So stop trying to make it seem as though I don't have to get back at you for what happened when I was the one that literally took a punch to my face. I have a pretty badly swollen cheek now. Do you seriously not understand how inappropriate that was? I understand it was not the right choice. But I just thought as Alice's ex, I should do something about you. After all, that's one of the things that Alice really liked about me in the past. Come on now, Nate. You're acting like a character out of some stupid cartoon. Did you think that punching me in the face that you'd look like a hero today, coming to rescue her from me? Well, you should be happy now because of that. Because of your violence towards me, it looks like that you'll be able to get back together with her. Huh. That's not what I wanted from all this, though. What? Didn't she just tell you? We were planning on parting ways after the wedding. And recently, I found myself another girl that turns out to be my type. I just wanted to make a cool scene at your wedding was all. Would you stop screwing around, Nate? You had punched me in the face, leaving my cheek all messed up, and now you're going to say crap like that? And you just assumed that after doing that, you could just run away from her when our wedding was over? Alright, can you tell me the real reason as for why you came up and punched me in the face today? You're saying it wasn't to steal Alice back from me, right? So, why did you do it? I didn't plan on any of that happening, actually. I didn't think that a punch was even hard enough to do any harm to you. I just felt a little bit of pain in my heart thinking that the woman I used to date would be getting married to you over me. My gosh. I don't understand what's even going on through your head, Nate. I just thought that by giving you a small punch, it would get the point across to the both of you and help me feel better about the wedding. I guess that wasn't the right choice, though, then. Whew. Sorry about that. Well, it's too late to apologize now. I have heard and seen enough from you two. I've already called the police, and they're coming to take care of things. And I'm going to get this settlement from the both of you. It's been decided already that you both cannot be forgiven for this. You and that witch are over with. And I think you'll also have to pay me for assaulting me. So be prepared to pay out a very large amount of money. What? What are you talking about? You already called the police? You have to be joking about that one, right? Unlike you and Alice, I'm not the kind of person to take pleasure in messing with others during such a serious time. Why would you ask me such a stupid question as a full-grown adult? I never make a joke about this. Why wouldn't I let the police know about how I was assaulted today? You punched me in the face, and now I'm in pain. Hey, wait a second! Call them and tell them to go away. If they come and arrest me, that will make its way to my job, and I'll be in big trouble there as well. I don't want anyone in the office knowing about this! Did you think that by punching me, there would be no consequences for your actions? I already told you what I was thinking when doing it! I just thought it would look cool and it would help me settle down! Well, that kind of thought is pretty messed up for any normal person to be thinking. You and Alice, you're both two peas in a pod. I don't need a wife that's going to laugh at me after getting punched in the face in front of all our guests. And after having her stab me in the back by cheating on me, I'm never forgiving her. Even if we weren't married yet, her and I were still engaged to one another. You are both going to have to pay up for acting like absolute idiots today. And this will make its way to your office. I'll make sure of it. Wait! Steven, I'm so very sorry for today. I can see now from the bottom of my heart that this was not okay of me. So can you please be considerate of me and call off the police? I know that I screwed up big time, so I'll never come around you and Alice ever again. No, if you want to see her still, then you go ahead. You both have nothing to do with me now. I'm at that point now where once I get my money from you two, I'm clearing any memories I've had of you both and moving on into another life. So go ahead and do whatever you want with her. However, I'm sure after this, your life is going to change as much as mine will. So be ready for her to say she doesn't want you around her anymore. Please, just forgive me! I didn't mean to cause any harm today. I really want you to, and so does Alice, really want you to make up with her. I'm not ever gonna go back to a witch like her. Now goodbye, you screwed up jerk. You're going to learn a great lesson in what happens to those that choose to be violent towards a complete stranger.
After that, the wedding was officially cancelled. The ex-boyfriend Nate was taken into custody by the police, and the news of what had happened went straight to his office, where he was fired on the spot. And that one woman that he had found ended up throwing him away because of that. This was all bound to happen since he had been cheating with Alice that whole time, but now Nate has a grudge against her for letting him be with her behind Steven's back. Steven was able to get a large amount of money from Alice in the settlement, as well as make sure she paid for the whole wedding. And now, Steven has blocked the both of them and is free of their crazy lives. However, both Nate and Alice tried to contact him still, not knowing that he can no longer receive anything they can send. Lol. What a great ending for Steven.